What's up, brothers and sisters? Your brother G World 7_D. This is a quick video. I heard a little bit of Busta Rhymes' upset acceptance speech regarding his lifetime award. BT ought to be ashamed to get that man anything, man. Number one, he's overrated. That's one. Two, that man had insulted Black Americans. All right, I didn't even really watch the show. I just heard his acceptance speech, and I also seen when was it Michael Blackson accept the award for Burma Boy and telling people to come visit the continent. Man, shut up. It's constantly disrespecting to me of Aboriginal Black Americans. The disrespect and the ignorance I hear from a lot of these foreign blacks who have these YouTube channels or what you see on television. I don't really listen to much of this music today because most of it's bad. All right, but I'm assuming a lot of these artists are not of Aboriginal Black lineage, which explains probably the fact that music doesn't have the soul like it once had. And you hear the animosity and the hatred a lot of these individuals have. Because like I said, I go around and look what's saying what and then read people post and everything. The mess that I'm hearing Africans and Caribbeans, particularly Africans, are claiming that they started rap. They started jazz. They started blues. Yeah, I'm like, this is being hilarious. Even with Afrobeats, they don't want to admit the fact that it comes from Aboriginal Black American jazz, blues, funk, soul, disco, gospel, rock, and then later on was so-called hip-hop. That's what even the Fela guy even admitted when he met with the sister here in America, how the music, how he changed his mindset, and how he copied everything James Brown did. He looked at James Brown as inspiration. So he's on words saying that. But you get these Nigerians, man, all on YouTube claiming that America trying to trash the narrative, saying it was West Africans and Black Americans who created Afrobeats. Personally, man, they can have Afrobeats, man. They can have it, but point is that its musical root origins come from Aboriginal Black Americans. But it also tells you that these people are worse than these white racists of the past, man. But they just have black skin. They'll do anything for a biscuit from these white folks on a pat in the head. From these racist white folks, man. It's really sad. But this also tells you that Pan-Africanism needs to be trashed. People like Umar who puts that mess, the Amon Ra squad, half of them a bunch of immigrant origin Negroes anyway. That Pan-Africanism needs to be thrown in trash, man. That does not work for our people here. We are Aboriginal Black Americans. That is our lineage. That is our bloodline. And then these fools tell us we have no culture, which is hilarious. When I think of culture, musically, I think of people like Thelonious Monk, all right, the great pianist, Charles Mingus, bassist, pianist, John Coltrane, Ornette Coleman. These are jazz artists, man. But also I can bring in Taj Mahal, B.B. King, Buddy Guy, Jimi Hendrix, Muddy Waters, a Howlin' Wolf. All these great black artists, man. The Impressions, who basically, when the Wailers when Bob Marley and Peter Tosh talked about who mostly influenced them, they always talked about the Impressions. The Impressions. Because the Jamaicans were doing Black American music, but they couldn't do it like us because of their accent. And it just wasn't the same soul. That's something about our music here is soul. Soul music comes from here. It didn't come from Africa. It comes from here. We're not African. And what I'm hearing from some of these African websites, they're trying to hijack all of our culture. Remember, we have no culture. But then you trying to steal and hijack our culture or tether yourself to a culture that has nothing to do with you. That is disgusting that you're doing that. That is the worst. But see, you got some of these self-hating black celebrities who not speaking on it. Like Steve Harvey. Well, I was killing you. Idiot, man. That idiot, man. What is being done is being pushed by a lot of these white liberals is to replace who are the original creators and originators of so-called American music. American music is black music. But it is an effort, and it's being pushed by white liberals who, unfortunately, many Negroes continue to support, continue to vote for, vote blue no matter who type of nonsense. That is very destructive. And you got these Negroes who all these Pan-Africans. I remember some Negroes, some Pan-African came in there talking about, well, the Mali Indians created rap. They created blues and jazz, which is a bunch of BS. That was created by Aboriginal black Americans. It was created from our experiences here. Blues music comes from rural Mississippi. It's our experiences here. That Delta sound. That's our experiences here. Jazz is out of the Louisiana. How dare they, man? Really, how dare they? But yet, you get these Negroes who on these little sites, some of these Negro blacks here, self-hating Negroes. And then the Africans sit there saying that they created jazz and blues. No, you didn't. How dare you? When you play it, you don't have the same soul. When you feel John Coltrane, man, Giant Steps, when you hear the soulness, my favorite things with John Coltrane, the late, great John Coltrane, man, you feel it. Miles Davis, man, you feel it, man. That is our music. When you hear the Mighty Temptations, man, doing them banging tracks, man, that is our music, man. Edwin Starr, Mr. Soul Master, man. 25 Miles, man, War. That is our music, man. Soul Brother #1, James Brown. Soul Brother #2, Wilson Pickett. Come on, that is our music, man. You're gonna wait till the midnight hour, man. Staple sings with that soul coming out of Stax Records, man. Otis Redding, man. That soul. Brother Rufus Thomas hitting that Memphis train. That's our music. That soul right there, man. I think a lot of these younger blacks who do not know need to listen to some of that soul music from the 60s from Stax, man. Stax had some banging ass stuff, man. The late Otis Redding or Isaac Hayes, man. Some great music, man. The Soul Children, man. Great Booker T and the MGs, man. Listen to that. That's some great music, man. And nothing can compare to that music. But unfortunately, like I said, we're getting other people, the Barcades, the original Barcades and the Barcades after that, man. Just that we allow other people to tether themselves to our culture and our history, our narrative, man. And our stuff being rewritten and being pushed by these racist white liberals, man, who are no good. You hear me? They're no good. In fact, they're trash. And they continue to show themselves as being trash because they're working to hijack our culture and then to replace us with fake ass tethers who have no connection to this music. When I heard that idiot when I read that idiot on that webpage, on that YouTube page in the comment section talking about the millennials created blues and jazz, I want to throw up, man. When you hear stuff like that by idiots, man, that's either stupid Pan-African, a really stupid Pan-African, delusional, self-hating, stupid Pan-African, or a tether trying to hijack our culture. And it's really sad. And then they saying that Africans created that. Still, Burma Boy not cop of you. We're stealing from Burma Boy. You shut your ass up, you traitor, sellout. But this is what you're getting, man. And it's sad, and for Busta Rhymes being BET is insulting. Because that's supposed to be a black, Aboriginal black American outlet. Busta Rhymes, man, I can remember that clown when he was with leaders of the new school, man. You know, and I can remember the Scenario song and the Scenario remix with Kid Hood. I think that was his name, the one who was killed. Shortly after they finished making that song back in '92. I can remember that song, man. That track was banging. You know, but it's sad that now no one would have thought or was thinking about that Jamaicans created no damn hip hop or Caribbeans created no damn hip hop or rap. No one was thinking it. They one knew who created it, man. Because back then, you ask most people, you know, your top MCs would be Cube, Big Daddy, Rakim, KRS One. You know, those are the people who consider LL, consider your top MCs at that time. You know, there's some other ones, man. Yeah, 8, yeah, Master Ace. You know, you MC8 when I say yeah. So you had a lot of dope MCs then. They was kicking rhymes, man. And they wasn't talking about no damn Jamaicans inventing no damn rap music. That wasn't even being thought of. No one would. Busta Rhymes would have not said that back then. He really would have been checked. But now the music has been dumbed down. It's been watered down. Remember, the revolution aspect of the music is something that we as Aboriginal Black Americans always put in our music. Some form of so-called political aspect to our music, man. So that's not new. But what bothers me is these clowns just trying to steal. They had nothing to do with the music or the culture of the music. But this is happening, man. I can remember you didn't even have that many, quote, Latino rappers. And then the ones who were really popular were actually black in the first place. But I heard that an idiot, Amanda Barnes, I think her father is from Louisiana, mother's Guyanian. That stupid lady, man, got up there and said that everyone knows the Caribbean has something to do with the creation of rap music. I don't know why, hip-hop, I don't know why people are complaining. You know? I'm like, get the hell up out of here. She's ignorant. But remember, she comes to that stupid show Insecure when all the people on that show are supposedly playing black Americans, but they're immigrants. So that's another thing got to stop. And cosplaying as us, stereotyping us. It's disgusting. Issa Rae has no talent. Yvonne Orji has no talent. Amanda Seals is a lying idiot who has no talent. But see, unfortunately, many of us have this mindset, if it's black, then that's where it's at. I mean, black is where it's at, but just we can't see every single black person as where it's at, because they're not. Every single black person not where it's at. Just because someone's your skin color means you're your brother. And a lot of these foreign blacks are showing that they are our enemy, man. They're showing they'll do anything and everything to get white approval, be some buffer Negroes, be the new replacement Negroes. They're showing that. And if you cannot see that, you Pan-Africans, man, you're showing to be sellouts and traitors. You are that anyway by pushing that stuff. See, people like Umar is a serious problem. Umar has a serious issue, man. Some serious issue. And I think he may have some mental health issues by the way he acts. And he attacks the very people who were the main ones that supported him. Now he goes against us, man. He never talks about some of these sellout foreigners who pimp and hustle our community and our culture. He never, but one time. See, these Pan-Africans, man, they always want to throw the responsibility, the onus on Aboriginal Black Americans. And I use the term Aboriginal because that's what we are. And if you offended by that we don't call ourselves Africans, then go to hell. But this is a problem that we're having. Like I said in my other video, that Bahamian gal chick talking about different music, all that different music she was talking about. those British artists were doing what you call black music anyway. So it wasn't really different music. They were just doing black music. It was coming from the UK. But see, her ignorant behind wanted to throw shade at the black community and then say, oh, we're not entitled to reparations because we didn't pick cotton like our ancestors. They weren't your ancestors, they were mine. So shut the hell up. Or why are you speaking on it? See, this is another thing. I don't think, and I'm be honest with you, unless you on code, I don't think these foreigners need to be speaking on our issues. No. Don't be speaking on, don't speak on reparations, please. Shut up. Please. Don't speak on certain things. You can talk about racism, but you cannot start talking about the history of Aboriginal blacks in this country because you're not of the lineage and you're not of the lineage that went through the pains and the struggles of this country. All the things we went through in this country, the racism, Jim Crow, you're not of that lineage. You're not of that lineage. So you cannot talk. So I don't want to hear like Yvonne Orgy or that goofy and Fox, man, who speaks for the Lift with the University of Texas football player. I forget that clown name. Talk about lynchings in the South. Man, shut up, man. I don't want to hear that, and I don't want to hear these white liberals either. So I'm serious, man. We're going to have to take hold of everything, gatekeep everything, even from other black people. Because when I'm hearing stuff that jazz was created by Africans and blues, man, get the hell up out of here. Soul music and funk was some of the greatest combination music you can put together, and that was created by us, and no one did it like us. No one did it like us. And so you had these, and then there's different regions that had different styles. You obviously had the northern style, northern soul. You had the soul here in Chicago, and you had that southern soul, that dirty southern soul. And then the California soul. You had a very different types of soul music going around this country. And for you have idiots to sit there and say that foreigners created blues and jazz and soul music is asinine. Like I said, soul music originates from us. It originates from, quote, the civil rights era and into the black power era. Soul music originated with us. It talks about our struggle, the pain, the frustrations we went through in America. How dare these tethers do this, man? They're tethering themselves, or they try to morph themselves into our culture, into a culture that's not theirs. That's insulting, man. And they get no respect from me. So the BET Awards was nothing but a Tether Awards show, from what I'm hearing. Man, I can't support that mess, man. It's a joke. But see, this is what has happened when we give too much leeway to others coming into our space. Next minute, you're going to hear that, next minute, you're going to hear that soul food originated with Caribbeans or Africans. You're going to hear it. Because I know they have soul food restaurants. I want to say I've heard about soul food restaurants in other countries. All right. And I think it's a Caribbean lady who has a soul food restaurant in the UK. Right. And she probably doing it as homage to the black people here. But soon lady gonna hear, you probably gonna hear some Africans claim that they created soul food. I'm telling you, man, this is laughable. It's very laughable, man. It's insulting and it's laughable. But this is what we got. So it's these Umar Johnson, how he's gonna explain this? We must come together. We must come together. The only way to solve the problem is through Pan-Africanism. Man, shut your ass up, dude. Nobody listen to you no more. Peace.